Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F3 division. We are here at the penultimate round of the season. It is the Miami Grand Prix, our third and final visit to the States of America, and one of the more recent tracks on the calendar. Still yet to embed its tradition on league racing and real life in general, but for now, it is here. And it's a pretty decent track, this, with plenty of overtaking. We've already had lots of drama this season, including last night, which had a total, I think it was 4 safety cars in the end for the F2 division. Are we going to get that here tonight? Well, we shall soon see. F3 is, as always, ever entertaining. And we have the drama here as well, because we have 4 drivers, count them, 4, that could still win the championship mathematically, which is fantastic to see. In a 18 race season. Is it 18? No, 16, 17, whatever. In a long race season, it's fantastic to see. 4 of them still there. We're taking you through the action. We will guide you through absolutely everything that can happen over the course of about 2 hours. I'm HA Firefish, and I'm joined by Mr. Stars Orphan. Here we go, Stars. Is it tonight that we're going to crown a new champion, or is it going to go to Spain? That's the big question we got here.
Well, I hope it does go to Spain, because it'll be the 100% race. And I love all the drivers, you know I do. And all the drivers in F3 I all love. And Patronus, I'm pretty good friends with, obviously. I'm not overly friendly with fish sticks. I'm sort of friends with them, but it's like you say. I've known them all for years in RSF1, and those 2 are the main protagonists, you would say, because they're first and second. But like I say, I'd love it if it went down to the wire, and it was so close between the 4 of them going into the final race. So I'm not going to say anyone individually, but that's my view on it. I just want it to go to the wire where they're really close in the final race and the 100%.
Yeah, you're saying it from a commentator's point of view, aren't you? You want, as a spectator, you want to go to the final race. I'd agree with you. I think whoever wins out of it will deserve it. I mean, as I said, technically the 4. I mean, you got Zoms. I mean, we'll pick out Zoms straight away, as we're going midway through Q1 at the moment. So let us run down. As you may tell, that me and Orphan have a little bit of a sore throat at the moment. So if our voice tails off and you hear coughing, then you know why we're persevering. As you can, as a cough comes on as a moment.
Yeah. The walking wounded.
Yeah, but we persevere because we love this. Anyway, so the 4...
Say that like cough.
Yeah, so the 4 in question. We start with Zoms here. Now, Zoms has the biggest hill to climb. He needs minimum 3rd. 4th will not do. 5th will not do. He needs 3rd minimum tonight. And even a 3rd, he must have Patronus out of the points. So Patronus needs a repeat of Jeddah last week. So it is possible, but very unlikely, because Patronus had the most craziest race, which he nearly brought back to a point anyway. So he needs a disaster for Patronus, and he needs himself to get 3rd in a very competitive grid. That's the task for Zoms, to take himself to Spain in the last race. Fruit Boy is next. Now, Fruit Boy has a slightly easier task. He is 21 points behind. However, his teammate must not outscore him by 6 points. So you could do the maths yourselves with those positions. So basically, Fruit Boy needs to beat Patronus, needs to minimize the gap, so he has a realistic chance of taking it to Spain for himself. Fish Sticks is 13 points behind Patronus. He is the 3rd competitor in this. And he basically needs to be not outscored by 14 points. Basically, a top 5 will do for him if Patronus wins, and so on. Patronus can win the title today. That is for certain. However, everything that I've just said has to go in his favour. So, if Patronus wins and Fishsticks is second and Fruitboy is third, for example, we go to Spain. But if Patronus wins and all of his rivals Orphan have a disaster, which when you've got a competitive F3 grid who are still fighting for wins, who still want that, end the season on the high kind of feel, can happen. I mean, we can crown it with Patronus today, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, currently the main protagonists are second, third, and fourth at the moment on very similar times in the low 28s to mid 28s.
Yeah, but what are you noticing though? Top of the standings at the moment, who's already retired on a 27-8 is AKA the Legend.
Yeah, he did this last week, didn't he?
Oh yeah. He was
top of the standings in the first one, and then crashed in the second one, I believe.
Yeah, crashed very early in the second one as well, so does not want a repeat of that.
Yeah. Another driver that's won 2 races this year, Legend.
Yeah. I'm just going to stick on Richie Chapel for a second off, and I'll just be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. I'll go on to Richie Chapel. Currently on his out there. Starting his out flying lap now, coming into turn 1. That's where you want to get the braking nice and get nice and tight here. Get a good exit. Oh, he's got a bit of traffic there coming out of the pits. They could have waited there. Come on. Have a bit of driver awareness there. Come on, whoever that was coming out of the pits. That's absolutely shocking. Whoever that was. Trying to put him off his lap now a little bit. But almost causing an incident there. Whoever that was needs to have a bit of driver awareness there. Could have absolutely wrecked Richie there. But he's coming to the end of Sector 2, Richie, now, in this really tricky section, what I find anyway. Oh, he got a bit of touch of oversteer, lost the kind of line there, and it's put him off into the chicane because of that. Now onto the back straight now. 4th, 5th gear. He's got about 50% of the battery left. So he's going to use a bit of slipstream there off the parked car there. But coming into the final penultimate corner. Up to the line now. You wouldn't have thought it'd be challenging because of that mistake he made in the chicane and that start of the lap where he almost got taken out.
Right, I'm back.
Yeah, he almost missed Richie getting taken out by some mad idiot.
I did see that, yeah. I heard you speak very loudly, so I thought what was going on, and I saw all the drivers coming out the pits. It's a very busy track. It's not very big, this track, actually, with the space.
2 cars came out of the pits, and one just stopped, and then the other one just literally thought, oh no, I'm going.
So Legend already showing the pace at the front, and only driving the 27s. Connie has 6/10 on everybody else, so as you say, Orphan, hopefully he doesn't have the repeat of last week Jeddah. We had the good pace in Q1 and then out in Q2, and I don't think his race really recovered. Oh no, he won. What am I talking about? He won last time out, so yeah, looking good. I am looking at Lemon, not Ras here, Orphan, as well, because a few drivers towards the end of the season, obviously we see them appear in the upper divisions, especially when numbers start to dwindle, and both of them were very, very quick. Like, even now, I love this track, and I qualified in second. They were not far behind me, so
I love this track. It's one track where I feel if I raced last night, I would have been bottom of the midfield.
Yeah,
it's one of my favourite tracks.
I kind of class it as a track which you can sort of make mistakes at, but unlike Jeddah, which, you know, the same corner ended my race two days in a row of turn 4. Apart from, if you're just on board with K1 Skies here, apart from that wall just before the fiddly chicane, and that's only if you're being a bit too greedy. Apart from that, there's not really...
Oh, James Petey's gone round.
Oh,
facing the wrong way. Don't want to do it there.
I was going to say there wasn't really any kind of walls that are like stick out that are massively dangerous. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Car's gone into the wall.
Oh,
it's Clates. I was looking at James Petey as he span, and as he span around, I just saw Clates in the wall.
Oh, Clates,
what
are you doing?
I was like, that was mad. Because Clates slipped. Sorry, James Petey lost it at the beginning of sector, at the end of sector 1, and on that left-hander, lost the rear end, span around, was facing the wrong way, went onto the off track, and then as he span around, the camera literally came around, and I just saw Clates in the wall. It's like
God.
Mad.
Well, that's a shame for Clates. He seems to have a thing about qualifying, doesn't he? But
yeah, I think it's because he's on no traction.
Oh yeah.
He's practicing no traction, and yeah, you're practicing it. You know,
oh God,
it's so easy to lose it.
I just looked at his results, Orphan. He won the 5th round of the season in Japan. Guess how many points he's had since then? Since round 5. 1. He's had a 10th place in, where was it, France, and that is his only finish in the points since round 5. So, I mean, if he's practicing no traction for the next game, which obviously it's up to you what you do. So
the thing is, the next game is going to be totally different. That's the whole thing.
Jamie96 is JPP. Says that. Who's JPP, Aaron? Am I meant to know who that is?
That's JP.
JP.
Jamie.
Oh, God.
He's on PC.
JP Gate, for God's sake. This is what I don't like. JP Gate,
he told me that his name was going to be exactly the same.
And I thought that was a new guy.
No. He told me it was going to be exactly the same, so that's probably why it's put you off, because it put me off as well, but it must be him, because PC guy.
Aaron, I've got a question. Aaron. Are you buying the next game? Is that a pure curiosity, as Skies goes straight over the curb and validates his lap? Question. As we end, or starting to get to the juicy end of Q1, but to mention all the drivers, we have a 20-car grid, which again is again fantastic from F3. Although, should we be surprised? To be honest, they've done this all season pretty much. But we got Biscuits, or Wee Biscuits, in the Ferrari once again. Jamie96 is JP Gaming, as we mentioned before, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, Mr. Neon is in the Alpine as well, replacing LA Ham, who's currently 5th at the moment, so good stuff from Neon, who was also looking quick earlier this week. And I think also we got Egon in the Mercedes replacing Headshot. So that is your drivers today. 1 minute 30 to go. We got K1 Skies, James Petty, Richie and Slicks out at the moment. Rodder's on the danger zone. JP as well. Really bummed down in 13th. Not safe, I would say. Nutbrass has also left the session. Hopefully he can get back in, but he won't get back in time.
I'll try and get him back.
He won't get back in time for another run anyway. But as long as he's here for Q2.
I've got him added.
Right, James Petty in the AlphaTauri, who, of course, we've got to mention as well, those that have not watched last week's race or kept up with the series of F3, McLaren won the team's championship despite having... Oh, there's
Guy's in the wall.
He's done a Leclerc. Only the Leclerc didn't retire.
I've been on board with all the crashes so far. I don't know whether I'm bad luck or something. Because,
Yep.
I haven't got him added, I don't think. Have you got him added?
And it goes up to third. It's going to be that friend request thing, isn't it, on PC? As James goes up to 11th, so bumps Rodders now in the drop zone, and he is 2/10 up. It's going to knock out JP. JP is in danger here. If Rodders completes this lap, then JP is going to be out. You also got Slicks and Richie on a lap as well. Richie's going to be the first. Checker flag is fallen. Willy Bum's going to be crossing the line in a minute, I think. Yeah, he goes 8, so he's safe. Willy Bum is safe. Richie doesn't make it. And JP is out. Rodders did go through. JP is gone.
That's a shock.
It's down to Slicks and Biscuits. Slicks is going to be crossing line first, but he's half a second up though. So Rodders, who has squeaked through a second ago, might be eliminated. It's very dark actually as well.
Well, Richie, because nobody can get into Q3 lately, is down at P19. 17th for Jamie as well.
Biscuits is done. Biscuits invalidated. So Rodders goes through. Biscuits in the Ferrari goes out.
Oh, less than a 10th as well. Separates them. Look at that though. James Petey, not Raz. All within a 10th. All drivers there.
Yeah. And it's going to rain in Q2, and I'm not really surprised. Look how really overcast. Len now left the session as well.
28-3. Both. Well, like you said, legend there. Totally confident at the moment.
Yeah, again, no, we've seen this before.
What will he be like though in the wet there? That's the question.
Yeah, assuming it rains as well, but we'll have to see what happens. Lem got itself up to second, and Zom's up to third. Dano with a good, decent pace as well in P4. And then Fish Sticks, and then the two McLarens out in Q1. Plates with a 5-place grid penalty will start at the back, but it will be K1 Skies, Richie, Plates, JP and Wee Biscuits who go out of qualifying. Rodders scrapes through it, as does Notrat as well. And apart from that, no real surprises. Apart from really, Legend, the only driver in the 27s.
I'd say JP's a bit of a shot going up.
Yeah, could be the whole PC thing, because he's normally on his Xbox, so...
Oh, it's
raining? It is! Oh, hello. But is it intermediate tyres? No, it's not! It's dries! Get out! Set the lap! Go! Drive!
Is it dry?
It's dry tyres.
They've got dry selected, but...
Well, have to see as they head out. very, very quickly.
You're going to see a massive, just hundreds of cars coming out here now.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right. I don't even think they're going to get a chance. Now look at
No.
the spray already. Yeah, look at the spray already. The puddles. Nah, it's going to be no point.
They could risk lose it, yeah. And whereas the safer option may have been to go to the Inters.
Yeah, DRS is going to be disabled almost immediately, I'd imagine. Yeah, look at the spray in the back straight. Already it's gone. Wow, that throws up a little bit of a curveball, doesn't it? Don't think anybody expected this.
This lap is borderline, you'd say, but the time to get to the next lap, it'll be like totally wet. Yeah, legend can't even break into the corner.
How's Slicks getting on? And well, it's basically being held up by those on dries. His Slicks.
Yeah. Legend's losing it all over the place.
Oh. Even Slicks and Intermediates were sliding about all over the place.
That is Slick, so he's a bit of a...
DRS is still active, by the way.
On the limit kind of a guy.
DRS is still active, by the way. Despite the spray. Despite them struggling. Well,
Slick's just bashed into the wall. He's trying to warm his tyres up. He just came through the last couple of corners and just flipped the wall. Lucky with wet fits. Yeah,
there we go.
Still able, yeah.
There we go. Fish Stick's got about a sector out of it on the dry tyres, so intermediates are going to be the way to go. So Ras is going to be the first one to set a lap on intermediate tyres. Yeah, I'm not sure whether those on dries will carry on, to be honest. There's no point now.
No. Just wasted time.
Tell you something, it's not exactly what anybody going for a championship needs, really. Mixed conditions.
No.
Ooh. Ras with a bit of a wobble through turn 4.
Could it benefit the ones who actually went on intermediates first? Because the conditions will get worse, right? So the ones who did actually choose for inters early on would have probably got the better conditions than what the intermediate runners of the second half of it will get, probably. So if you made the right call there, gone for inters.
Yeah, plus they have more time. They have more time to get used to the intermediates as well.
So 38.5, right, on a soft tyre. Who would be the first one to make time on the inters?
Not Ras. He's currently going through that fiddly chicane right now. Patronus has gone fast as a 38.2, but I'd imagine Ras is going to go way faster than that.
Just keep an eye on not Ras. He's going to be the first one.
He's got 22 seconds to get round the hairpin and then past the stadium. Famous stadium of the Miami Dolphins football team in America, of course. He's not going to massive... actually, yeah. 36. There you go. 1.6 seconds quicker. So... yeah, you need to be on intermediate tyres. That is for certain.
But what my point was that he's the first one to make a run on the inters now. Will the guys who are coming out now, will they go quicker?
Yeah, it depends, as you say, if the conditions worsen. At the moment, it's only light rain. Not really seeing it get any heavier. Get a bit of spray. I mean, we could even get the situation.
Not much of a difference, though, in terms of the time. 2 seconds between the dry and the wet.
Only because I think Like, it has rained enough for the intermediate tyres, but it's not chucking it down, is it? And this is normally a very hot track, is my thought as well, because we are in Miami, I guess. Meanwhile, Lem's going to get a lovely slipstream from his teammate. This is great teamwork from the Aston Martins, if they can pull this off. See if it benefits. Second gear, the hairpin, don't let it run too far wide. I think Lem's going to beat his teammate actually. 35. 36.1. Half a second quicker than his teammate.
Yeah, that benefited him big time there, that slipstream. But look at that, the times behind. Yeah, from James Petey, he set his... Was that on a soft tyre though? He set that?
No, that was intermediate.
Oh. So he's like a second off of not Raz.
Toms goes up to second, 36.3. It was Neon, the Alpine, just coming out the final corner. He's going to be in the 36s. Oh, it goes fastest. 36.1, Mr. Neon, the reserve driver for Alpine. Fast as a Q2 at the moment.
Well, if you could believe that he started in F4.
Really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Dominated F4, and then they were like, no, he's not too quick for F4. No. I said it for weeks on weeks. He was definitely not F4 based. And then when he won by 18 seconds in a race where he could have probably won by more, they finally realised, maybe he's not F4.
So this is going to be all about, with 7 minutes to go, finding the best grip. When it's been diminished from Q1, getting used to this track, because it is a very, very different track. Like every track on this game, it is very different from dry to wet. You need to gain your confidence, when to put on the power, when to sort of turn in. You're braking a lot earlier as well. Slick. Slicks goes up to 6th. A decent lap, but not too quick. I think you need to be in the 36s often at this stage to be safe. Right, who is on a lap at the moment? Fishsticks is, and is already a second up on his time that he set on the dries. Willie Bell goes up to 4th. DRS Enable. What?
He's going to switch to dry tyres.
Okay. DRS Enable. Okay.
It's still raining.
Wait, didn't we have this before? I swear we've had this before.
Yeah.
Where it was dry for a bit and then rain and then back to dry again.
Well, at least it's realistic.
Yeah, it was a very, very light shower. So the question is now...
How much time left is it?
Come on, Mercedes, get out that yellow flag.
It's basically stopped raining in the pit.
5 minutes.
Long back straight.
5 minutes.
As a caution,
35.8.
1 and 3. What's happened?
Yes, car's slowing down now to get people through.
Oh, right.
35.6 from Dano. The track is steadily getting quicker again.
You
need to be out there.
Stopped basically in most parts of the track now. So, well, that's what you get with Miami weather.
It was a very, very, very light shower, and already it's started to dry back up again. I did think it wasn't raining enough.
Mm.
So now, this is going to be. I look at the track. It's basically dry again. This is so weird.
And look at that. Rod is just out of fuel. He's struggling to get back to the pits to get those dry tyres on.
Yeah. Have to bung those dry tyres on. Legend 34.3. Remember, he topped Q1. I mean, if he tops Q2 again, changeable session.
He's got time, I would imagine, because the pits aren't that far away. 4 minutes left. Get in quickly. Imagine the rain came back now.
Swear.
It's going to be one of those sessions that Patronus does not want.
And then none of them want. None of them want. I mean, remember, Zoms is the one that needs, minimum podium. Stand any sort of chances. 3 minutes 30 to go. I think Legend's in trouble, to be honest. Because look where he is on track. Is he actually going to make it back in the pits in time for another run?
Out of fuel?
No, he's not. He's just coasting.
Oh, he is in big trouble, yeah.
Yeah, he's coasting. You need to go.
He won't get back in time.
No. 2 minutes 55. He needs to be heading. No, that's it. I think he's done. He needs to be heading out. You need to be heading out the pits at like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
2 minutes 40. He's literally just had to throw that into the pits. He slowed down. I would have just. I wouldn't have cared about the speeding warning. I just thrown it in.
So this
2 minutes 27. No, he's never going to get out in time. By the time he gets his car back in, out again.
Yeah. This is one of those situations where you'd love to have the game input, like an actual pit stop they do in a race, into qualifying. Don't wheel it back into the garage. Just put on dry tyres.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
No, I don't see it.
What is it? 1 minute 30 for a lap around? Yeah, if you can get out around about 1 minute 50.
For how long the animation takes, you need to be clicking drive out at like 1 minute 45.
I'm keeping an eye on him.
And even then, he's got to absolutely pelt round. None of this warm-up tyres or anything like that. He's got to floor it. There's an Alpine, I think, of Neon, who's just leaving the pits now. Legend has...
He's out of the pits at 1 minute 28.
No, he's not making it. He's not making it. Keep an eye on him. Not saying that he will, but just keep an eye on him. You know why.
Yeah.
Although I don't think you can really this much. This is a lot of pressure for everybody here. You invalidate your lap, you're out. Simple as. Gotta nail the lap one time.
He's gonna miss out by about, I'd say, 5 seconds or 10 seconds between that.
This is like a one-shot quali. So Petty is going to be the first one. If Legend makes the look at the ball, they're all bunched up around that fiddly chicane as well. They've got to be very careful with the track space. Don't get in anybody's way. And because of the yellow flags, I can't really see how long is left. But they're basically going to get one lap, and that's it. 30 seconds. The Legend has got to do the last sector in about 30... no, I don't think he's making it.
No. He cut the corner earlier. He should have cut that chicane as well. If he's going to cut everything, he's may as well just cut that as well.
Is he like burning everything? There's an Aston and a Ferrari basically starting a lap side by side, which is not ideal.
He's about 10 seconds off.
Raston Biscuits basically started the lap side by side, which you don't do. Checker flag. Neon hasn't made it either. So Neon, who even came out ahead of Legend, didn't make the line. Them two are going to be out most likely.
By about 10 seconds there. Just needed that extra 10 seconds.
Last across the line was Dano in the Red Bull. So James
he's going to get absolutely creamed, yeah, Legend.
James goes fastest, 29.1, but the track is going to get quicker and quicker each lap. As
Egon's messed this lap up.
Button only does off 30.0, so goes slower than James. He goes fish sticks. Top of the session, 28.6. Times are flooding in. Slicks goes quicker than fish sticks by 0.3. Slicks might make it. And then it's Willy Bum next, who goes the third. McLaren of Petronas goes to third. Mercedes, so Egon is done. Lem goes to second. Fruit Boy goes fastest. There's a whole gaggle of cars coming in. It's Biscuits, Russ, and then Zoms. Rodders goes through. Button is out. Legend is out as predicted, and I think somebody else also went. I have to see who that was because they all came across the line right towards the end.
That's a disaster for Legend there. He had the pace. Once again, Q2 has messed him up.
So James, who was first across the line, ends up 10th. Crazy. Ras is, I would say, the shock. Apart from maybe also Legend, but he was just caught out with the whole conditions, etc. But Ras in 11th. But Button 12th. Legend, Neon, and then Egon. Your bottom 5. I guess it doesn't really matter who topped the session because it was, well, know your lap, good. Don't know your lap, you're out.
I think that shocked everyone though. How quickly that dried up.
Yeah.
But the big shot there was Legend because, like I say, 27.8 in the first. He was favourite in this second session. He was even top in the wet conditions. And then, like I say, 10 seconds more time and he would have been through. We all get to that point where we're in the garage, we're like, oh, come on, get the car in.
Yeah, as I said, that situation where they do it in real life, don't they? Where they just change the tyres. Like they would do in a race pit stop. Why do we not have that in the game?
Oh, it's so stupid. They have to wheel the car in and then get the tyres or wheel the car out again. It's like, put the tyres on there and there. Get rid of the pit stop, bang, tyres on, out.
Look, the Miami Sun is back out again in Q3.
I know, I bet Legend will be sitting in those pits going, fuming with his pit crew.
Yeah, but remember in Jeddah, he started 15th and ended up winning the race, so it's not out of his realm. He's definitely
got the pace.
So all 4 championship contenders managed to survive all of that.
Still the current F5 champion.
Yeah. Fish Sticks, both McLarens and Zoms all made it. In terms of pole positions, though, we're keeping track of those. Obviously, James hasn't had a pole position because he's a reserve driver. Rodders. I think Rodders doesn't normally make Q3, so this is a good start for Rodders at the moment in that Mercedes. I don't think Slicks has had a pole. No, Slicks hasn't had a pole yet either, Nat Williams. And neither has Dano, I don't think. No, Dano. Remember, Dano's still chasing his first win. So...
This is a good track for Dano, I know. He is really strong around here.
Right, let's ride aboard with Dano, actually, as he starts this lap. With Williams of Slicks right in front of him. We've got Fish Sticks, who's going to be the first to set a lap. But down to turn 1 with Dano. It's a very, very short run down to turn 1 on the first lap. We'll go through turn 2 and turn 3, carrying the speed as much as you can. And then down into turn 4, you could see the sun glare I had yesterday. As we head into turn 5 and 6, the sweeping corners, he went a little bit wide at turn 6, which upset his line for turn 7, and again through turn 8. And that's the problem with that sector. You've got to really hook it up from turn 3 all the way to turn 8. You're going down this back straight. It's not really a straight, curved in places, but you are waiting all the way to the braking zone of this left-hand hairpin in this long sweeping turn, which you don't want to go too far on the right-hand side. Quick flick left, and then uphill, this fiddly chicane, which you can't go on either curve too much because it just bounces the car with the low sort of
fish sticks on an absolute flyer. Came for that chicane, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, good stuff. Now this big long straight down to a hairpin. As Fruit Boy's out. Fruit Boy's crashed it at the chicane. Would go to him, but 28.6 for Fish Sticks. And 29.4 for Dano. But yeah, Fruit Boy, that is a massive, massive retirement. Not what he needs. At all. I was saying about that wall as well. It is a deadly wall, that chicane. Must have clipped it on the inside. James Petty with a 29.5. Willy Bum just beats him. Zoms has invalidated. Now down to Lem because Slicks has invalidated his. Lem out of the penultimate corner, technically the last corner I would say, but in through the final one at a 27.9 for Energy Lem, who got pole position last time out in Jeddah, is looking for back-to-back poles and is in the 27s, the only drivers yet to do so in this session.
I've been saying it for the last few races, the sandbags are definitely out from Lem.
Why weren't they out before? Hit them
I don't
away.
know. In the season, he was just totally off the pace, and I don't know what he's I don't know. He's eating his Weetabix now or something. I don't know.
Quite possibly. Let's give some time to Rodders. As I said, a rare appearance into Q3. That's something I should have kept track of, is how many times people made Q3. Because definitely do not remember Rodders being in this session, but he timed those conditions in last time out greatly.
Yeah, he definitely has improved. He's regularly making Q2 all the time now.
Yeah, because I remember he was struggling to get out of Q1, so...
Yeah.
Oh, and a big slide through turn 4 is not what you need.
It's one of those drivers that seems to track Pacific, I feel, with Rodders.
Oh, God, that car is all over the place at the rear. With that first sector. I think he's running quite low rings by the looks of it. Let's see what his straight line speed is at the end. Might be a big indication. 202, 205, 206. Oh god, yeah. 209. So yeah, he's running quite at least quite a low rear ring. They have 209, 210 maybe at the end of the straight. Bumpy through that middle chicane. That's the only thing I would say about this track, Orphan, is that little fiddly chicane where we've seen Fruit Boy crash there. It's the only thing. I don't know really what you could do to make it go better, but that's the only thing with this track. It's like Spain before they changed it.
Maybe the chicane a little bit more wider.
Yeah.
It just seems as though it's very, very much of a blind corner. You come into it, and you either get it right or you don't, kind of thing. It's like very reminiscent of Spain.
know what a few people say about this track as well? Why don't we go through the stadium? That's the idea. Oh, James has now left the session. Oh, great. And he's on PlayStation, I think, so that's going to be a trouble. Do you have James on yours? I don't think I have on mine.
Like he's saying it, his controller keeps disconnecting.
Nothing we could do. Zoms goes up to second on a 28-2. Zoms is definitely trying all that he can really to continue his championship fight. But couldn't beat Lem. Lem was very unlucky last time out, wasn't he? Often in that Jeddah race. Still got home a few points, but oh, according to Petronas, said apparently it could rain the whole race, but he's not sure. Mixed conditions in a race, great. Right, so pretty important.
So it looks like James Petey is out of this race.
Well, out of the qualifying anyway.
No, out of the race.
Oh? What's it just completely gone?
He said it keeps disconnecting, so it looks like he's saying he can't race.
Oh yeah, because if that disconnects right in the middle. Yeah, understood.
Well, it's up to AI if it disconnects, so it wouldn't be a problem, like. But
you just wouldn't be able to get back. Yeah, the whole ghosting thing. I mean, if he's able to, yeah, if it keeps disconnect. I mean, if he's able to retire the car, but I guess if he's got no choice, then. Well.
The problem is he's in P7. It's not like he's at the back, like.
No. Right, it's right on board of Fish Sticks. Big important lap for Fish Sticks. Ideally, I would say, to make this race easier for him, he needs to be starting ahead of Petronas, who is on an out lap on the back straight apparently at the moment. Zoms has retired, so Zoms can only go a 28-2. See what Fish Sticks could do. First sector, he is nearly 3 tenths up. Good first sector from Fish Sticks. Looked pretty decent. Looked a bit wide coming onto the back straight, but he carried the speed. Lemon's on an out lap. Petronas is on an out lap. Everyone is on out laps apart from Zoms, who's retired, and obviously James having his problems, and obviously Fruit Boy never set a lap, so Fruit Boy.
Oh, he takes that section so well.
Yeah. Oh wow, 7 tenths up. This is a 27.
I looked at the game then, and he just absolutely nails it every time. I'd love to know how he does it.
This is going to be challenging Lem. This is going to be challenging Lem's lap, although Lem is on an out lap to hopefully try and improve from his case, but this is Fish Sticks at his best when he needs to perform. He does it, and a 27.8 goes quickest at the moment. Lem, who's just started the lap behind him, knows what to do.
So in that middle sector, where he's absolutely smashing it, Fish Sticks.
Pressure now on for Petronas. Knows he must beat Fish Sticks if he wants to clinch the title tonight. And he do in response. He goes 6 tenths up in the first sector. Okay.
That would be a 28-2.
And that's just the first sector alone. See who else is on the lap. Willy Bum is a second up. on his lap. Time is done. So Dana goes to third. Willy Bum goes up to fourth. Ahead of Zoms. Zoms is dropping. Zoms is fifth at the moment. Oh, and I've just been disconnected. Oh, God.
Oh, mate.
Oh, wow, the whole thing. Both of us. Ah. We're going to miss that.
That's weird. Both of us went.
And I can't even...
Well, the whole lobby's crashed.
Oh, you serious? Right at the end of Q3? How'd the whole lobby go?
Is anyone still in the game?
Dana clipped it. Oh, for the love of Christ. That is the worst ever timing.
I don't know what to do now. Do we have to rerun Q3? Because there's still time left? And people are on runs?
No, apparently a lot of them got kicked. I think the whole lobby
That's what I mean. People are still on runs. We've got to restart Q3.
Yeah, but how do you restart Q3?
We just put a short quality, and only the top 10 can go out. But
I guess so.
But I've been like
it's massively complicated. Am I mean,
15 minutes that will be, won't it? Oh. Anything I think of would be like a one-shot quality or something. But then it wouldn't be fair if somebody messed up their one shot. Oh.
Right. I need to try and figure out what to do with this. What's the best option? I mean, there's other options. One is because someone did clip, Dana did clip what the Q3 was at the time, and we could go off that. The only problem with that is, and I know people are going to shout at me, but the only problem with that is, you had people on laps, big laps.
Yeah,
I mean, I was on board.
Join his party.
Everyone that DNF'd.
Find out what we're doing.
Knocked out, retired, just do a short quality. Right. Are you... Because I'm seeing...
Do a short quality with everyone in it, right? And then...
No, people are saying the top 10.
Well, like I say, to make it fair, we just do a short quality with everyone in it. Then everyone's in the quality, if you know what I mean. We can get an order. Always, we're gonna have to remember the order from before. Do you remember the order from before?
No.
No, not me. It's gonna have to be a short quality with everyone in it, and yeah, basically that's it.
Right.
Everyone in
Easton's messaging me.
Where is he?
No, he's just tagged me.
Wait, I'm just going to join the party. Come and join the party with me a minute.
Right. So, right, we're just going to sort out the best solution, guys watching. We will be back once things have been sorted out. I'm going to stop the stream right now, and we will sort out a solution, because at the moment we've got like several different throwing at me, and it's not right that the stream hears or sees any of this. We will be back with action as soon as possible.